From now through June at Fox Marquette Subaru. Lease a 2025 Subaru Crosstrek Sport for $293 a month for 36 months with $3,000 due at signing. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
The Upper Peninsula's new CBS station, WZMQ 19.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, Senate Republicans are giving details on their changes to President Trump's big, beautiful bill. Plus, advocates for solar energy take to the U.S. Capitol to argue against funding cuts in the bill, and residents of Wakefield Township hope to receive a $50 million grant to improve the area. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Well, hey there, Dakota. I got to tell you, it's been an absolutely beautiful day out there today.
Yes, it was, Kevin. It was really gorgeous. We've had some sunshine out there, but things are going to be changing as we head into our Wednesday and Thursday. Let's take a live look outside from our Skycam at One Marquette Place. And again, you can see that sunshine abode out there. And as we take a quick look at Doppler Max, you can see we are dealing with quiet skies out there. Good amount of clear skies. But as we look ahead towards tonight, temperatures will be dropping off into the 60s, but we've got some real warmth ahead. We'll talk about that with your 7-day in just a few minutes. Kevin?
Dakota, thank you very much. Senate Republicans have unveiled their version of President Trump's legislative agenda known as the One Big Beautiful Bill. The Senate Finance Committee released the sweeping proposal on Monday, putting their own stamp on the package the House passed just a few weeks ago. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon is live on the Hill to break it down. Brendan, good evening to you.
Hey there, Kevin. Good evening to you. Yeah, well, there are a few really major key changes in the Senate's version compared to the House version. One of the major differences is that it preserves some clean energy tax credits and slowly phases out a few others as opposed to a quicker phase out. Now, to offset part of the cost for that more gradual phase out, the Senate version calls for steeper cuts to Medicaid than the House plan does. It calls for expanded work requirements, not just for childless adults, as the House proposed, but also for many parents receiving Medicaid whose children are older. The Senate bill proposes a lower cap on state and local tax or SALT deductions than the House's version does. That could create some challenges once the bill heads back to the House for final approval. A higher SALT deduction cap is a major issue for many moderate House Republicans in blue states like New York. The Senate's version, however, does make several business tax breaks and the expanded child tax credit permanent. It would prevent a more than $4 trillion tax hike by making the 2017 Trump tax cuts permanent. Republicans say it would deliver additional tax relief to middle-class families who they say are still recovering from record inflation under the Biden administration, but Democrats already slamming the proposal this week on the Hill.
The Medicaid cuts are deeper, reach further. More hospitals will close, especially rural hospitals.
The deeper Medicaid cuts and the impact on hospitals.
Absolutely could never vote in supporting cutting Medicaid. Can't imagine why you would make those cuts, just for tax cuts for the hyper wealthy.
We believe that making permanent a lot of the business tax provisions will lead to that growth in the economy that will create those better paying jobs and lead to a stronger and a more prosperous country.
And Kevin, today Senate Majority Leader John Thune did say that some of those more popular priorities and provisions that President Trump campaigned on, like no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and tax relief for seniors, are included in the Senate's version of this legislative package. The bill does, however, also include a $5 trillion increase to the nation's debt ceiling, which is a big red flag for some more hardline conservative fiscal hawks here in the Senate. Republicans still aiming to pass the bill out of the Senate by next week, get it to the House, and try to get everything wrapped up by July 4th. To President Trump for him to sign it into law. However, some Republican sources I've been speaking with on the Hill, both in the House and Senate, say that they're a little bit skeptical, calling that a very, very ambitious timeline. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens here in the next few weeks. Kevin?
Brendan, thank you very much as always. In the Senate's budget package, it makes several changes to clean energy tax credits the House passed last month, but solar energy advocates say the changes don't go far enough to help their industry and help keep costs down for families. Outside the U.S. Capitol today, solar energy industry advocates held a rally regarding the changes to the mega bill. According to the Senate text, it proposes a phase out of solar and wind energy tax credits by 2028, but extend the incentives for hydropower, nuclear, and geothermal energy to 2036. Senate Republicans say the legislation eliminates hundreds of billions of dollars of Biden's unnecessary Green New Deal subsidies and stops penalizing fossil fuels in favor of green energy. Industry advocates say the Senate's proposal would pull the plug on homegrown solar energy and decimate the American manufacturing renaissance.
The residential solar community is vibrant, it is entrepreneurial, it is changing Americans' lives, both through the manufacturing and the job creation, but also because it brings customers' bills down.
If this bill passes in its current form and we don't have a glide path and give us a bit more time to adjust as an industry and demand is decimated, we may have to shut down those factories and lose thousands of American jobs, American-made energy products, and then we increase our dependence again on foreign countries, in certain cases, adversaries.
Solar energy advocates are pressing senators, urging them to rework the proposal. They say the tax credits help families and businesses have low energy costs and ensure production and manufacturing remains in the U.S. A proposed $50 million grant could bring much-needed infrastructure and economic development to Michigan's Upper Peninsula, and residents in Wakefield Township say it can't come soon enough. The money would fund improvements to roads, utilities, and support growth around the Copperwood mine and tourism industry. Without it, local leaders warn the region could lose even more businesses and residents.
Conversations have been going well with the local residents, I should say. There is some opposition, and most of that is from outside of the area, so we just wanted our voices to be heard.
Supporters say the funding is still tied up in budget negotiations, but they're pushing for action before it's too late. We'll have more information coming up tonight at 11:10 Central. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Plus, we'll check out a repurposed site in Houghton, now open as a campsite. And later in sports, Mike gives us a preview of the Upper Peninsula All-Star football game at the Superior Dome this weekend. We'll be right back after this.
People do terrible things. But being honest, I think most people are good.
There it is!
There's something I have to do.
What?
This.
Madeline Matlock? Who the hell are you?
You're loyal because it's who you are. Group hug.
No group hug.
Yes, just not you.
Toyota gives you the power of choice with more electrified hybrid choices than anyone else.
Like this new all-hybrid Camry.
And the stylishly fun-to-drive Corolla. Now get 4.99 APR financing on a new 25 gas-powered Corolla or any new Camry. Lease a Corolla from $219 a month or Camry from $289 a month with 2 years no-cost maintenance included. That's the power of choice. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome to Big Boy, where we know you by name. From our mouth-watering burgers to our affordable breakfast and dinner buffets, we've got you covered morning, noon, and night. Enjoy Big Boy's fantastic meals at home with our fast to-go curbside pickup. And for office parties or events, Big Boy is the area's go-to for the best catering service. So when you want clean, affordable, convenient, and delicious, you know the answer is Big Boy, where we know you by name.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
It's Shunk's big summer chair sale. We have hundreds of chairs to choose from in decorator fabrics or leather, high-back chairs like these, and swivel gliding chairs in leather or fabric, and extra wide chairs so your best friend can sit beside you, and small swivel barrel chairs that will fit in small places, leather stress-free chairs with adjustable headrest and the recline for added comfort, and a matching ottoman all at one low price. We have hundreds of chairs. Shop Shunk's big summer chair sale. Shop Shunk's at Marquette today.
Now, from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather.
Welcome back, everybody. This is a live look at downtown Marquette, and we've got a lot of sunshine out here. It was a really gorgeous day. Temperature sitting at 72 degrees at this hour, with that northeast wind averaging about 12 and pressure 29.76. So just a little below 30 inches, but all in all, things looking really good. Temperatures across the area, we're at 74 out in Newberry, and we've got 81 out into Iron Mountain. That looks like our warm spot across the region right now, 77 into Ironwood. And we are going to maintain some warm temperatures here as we work into the next few days. But wait until you see the 7-day. We've made some big adjustments there, and especially as we head into the weekend. Those of you who are lovers of summer, I think will love it. 76 was the high temp today. 72 and 50 are the averages. Don't think we'll be close to record territory, but it's gonna be very close as we head into especially Sunday. We'll show you that in just a moment. Doppler max sweeping our skies, showing us absolutely nothing. Could be a couple of little drizzlers down here, but I think most of what you're seeing here is just ground clutter, so nothing to really worry about on that front. As we widen the view here a little bit, we've still got these northern winds coming in across the upper Great Lakes, but there's another system to be dropping from Canada as we head into our Wednesday and Thursday. So the Storm Prediction Center has basically areas from Marquette westward marginal risk, a level 1 out of 5 for some stronger storms, and that would be on Thursday. And our main threats would be gusty winds and maybe a touch of large hail. So let's point it to you on First Warning Weather Futurecast. You see here, things quiet down for tonight. We'll call it a partly cloudy night. Tomorrow morning, your morning commute should go off just fine, but as we head to the afternoon, we could touch off a couple isolated showers down here across Iron Mountain. But again, I don't think we're going to be talking about enough here to really cause too much of a concern. But Thursday, that system drops in and you see those showers and thunderstorms. That's 1 o'clock. So that would be our main time frame. From about noon till about 3 would be our main time frame if any storms become strong to severe. Temperatures tonight into the lower 60s here into Marquette, could get into the mid-50s across the western half of the UP. Then looking ahead towards tomorrow, another really nice day. Areas closer to the lakeshore may stay in the mid to upper 60s, but I did put our high into the 70s, officially at 74 for tomorrow. 70 on Thursday for Juneteenth. That would be the chance for a few stronger to severe storms. 72 Friday. But look at the adjustments we've made as we head into Sunday. Rosen high up to 84, could be warmer than that as we head into Sunday and Monday, but then another cold front crosses and that'll bring our temperatures back into the 70s for Tuesday.
All right, Dakota, thank you very much. What used to be a site for copper smelting along the shores of the Keweenaw waterways is now open as a new campground. Today, after years in the making, the Keweenaw Waters Resort officially opened its 89 campsites and storefront. Since the 1800s, the Riverside property was part of the Torch Lake Superfund site as a plot of heavy contamination. Over the past 3.5 years, the resort has worked alongside Eagle and the EPA to replace the site's waste with over 8 feet of engineered soil and natural vegetation, creating a safe place to recreate.
We always have a story of a forgotten site that had been neglected and overlooked for 70 years, that we've been able to repurpose, put back into use again, and that we did it with a lot of local material, with a bunch of local families all jumping in to make it happen.
In opening the large campsite, the resort also looks to benefit the local economy by adding millions in annual tourist revenue. Coming up next on Insights, the Michigan DNR is looking for public input on how to move forward with Fort Wilkins State Park in Keweenaw County. That conversation's in 2 minutes.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget,
Do you wonder if you can predict winning Michigan lottery numbers by knowing which numbers were drawn before? That's actually a myth. Truth is, no matter how many times the number has been drawn before, it has an equal chance of being drawn again. There's no way to know. So know the facts. If it stops me in a game, call the helpline or visit our website. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
The all-new CBS Evening News. Not like anything else on TV.
Can your business survive this?
If you build back exactly the same way, expect the exact same result.
If this is the end of my American dream, I'm going to go down swinging.
Itch, itch, scratch, must not itch.
Stop the itch sanity with Cortisone 10 for bug bites, poison ivy, and other itches. It works fast and lasts for hours. Cortisone 10. And for no mess relief, try new cooling spray.
Choice Privileges makes it easy to earn points and maximize any vacation. You can earn reward nights fast and redeem at over 7,400 hotels. Maximized! Stay twice and get a $50 gift card when you book direct.
We believe in patriotism. We believe in our country. For 100 years, veterans have been impacting our nation through the American Legion. Learn more at legion.org/webelieve.
You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. The Michigan DNR is looking for public input on the future of a historic state park in the Keweenaw. Here with the details is DNR Park Management Plan Director Debbie Jensen. Debbie, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for the invite.
Absolutely. Well, let's start off with, could you just give us some background on this upcoming meeting about the Fort Wilkins State Park?
Yes, so we have spent about the last year preparing what we call a general management plan for Fort Wilkins Historic State Park, and that looks into all the background information. Obviously, the park has a long history, and then we look forwards to what we want to do in the upcoming years. So the focus of our meeting is to present the outline of the plan for the public and to get input, see if we're on the right track or if people would like to see anything different than what we're proposing.
Sure. Is there any particular feedback you might be looking for?
Well, we really ask for feedback on 3 different areas of the plan. We developed some significant statements, so why we think this park is important. There's 103 state parks in the state park system, so we want to look at each park individually. So we've identified some statements that specifically relate to Fort Wilkins State Park. The next item is a management zoning exercise, which is the really long-term look, kind of not unlike a county or township zoning map. So that gives the long-term vision for where developments may take place or where we want to really focus on preserving the natural resources. And I think the part that the public get most interested in is our 10-year action plan. So we've developed specific actions that we want to take over the next 10-year period. So those are the 3 components that we would really like to see people take an interest in, although any feedback at all is welcome.
Right, and can you tell us more about what the next steps might be after this particular meeting?
Yes, so the meeting is on June 23rd in the evening. It's a virtual meeting. So after that, we will ask people to submit any comments to us. There is what we call an interactive survey available online, which people can also take whether they're able to come to the meeting or not. And that will be available until June, the end of the month. So once we've received all the input, our planning team will get back together and see what kind of comments people have, and then we'll make adjustments to the plan as appropriate.
All right, excellent. And as far as Fort Wilkins goes, already, or what does it already have to offer that keeps people coming back, would you say?
Well, obviously the historic fort, that's the focus of the park, and that's why the park came to be in the first place. There's a collection of historic buildings there dating back to the 1840s, which are some of the oldest buildings in the state. And one of the things that stood out to me in our online survey that we did to solicit input early on in this planning process was how many times people come back to the fort. You know, it's not a one and done. Some people visit, 10 or more times. So that was very interesting to us. The other thing that we know keeps people coming back is just the beautiful environment. You know, you're right on the lake shore of Lake Superior, Lake Fanny Ho, with beautiful views out to historic lighthouse. So it really is a beautiful spot with 2 modern campgrounds, both of which are undergoing improvements this year. The East Campground electrical improvements are going to start this August, and we have a new toilet shower building in the West Campground that's being completed soon. So those are the 2 primary attractions, but the waterfront and just the general ambience and being close to nature and history is what attracts people to the park.
Sounds fantastic. Debbie, that's all the time we have for right now. Thank you so much for hopping on with us today. I really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Now, don't go away. Mike Ludlam has your sports headlines after this.
At Big Valley Ford in Ewan, we're more than just a dealership. We're your hometown partner in finding the perfect ride. With a huge selection of high-quality vehicles, there's something here for every lifestyle and every budget. Looking for value? We've got one of the largest selections of pre-owned Ford trucks in the UP, all in excellent condition and low miles, along with a huge selection of new Broncos and trucks all ready to roll. Experience the Big Valley difference at Big Valley Ford in Ewan.
Buckle's Party Store, it's where the party starts in Calumet, with an awesome beer selection featuring domestic, foreign, and craft brew beer, a great selection of wine, just about any kind of liquor you want, and a great range of tobacco products. Buckle's Party Store in Calumet, it's where the party starts for everyone.
This is home for CBS. WZMQ 19.
Looking for your next level in real estate? Look no further than Next Home Superior Living. Stephanie's not just any realtor. She's energetic, talented, equipped with the latest technology, and decades of experience to serve you better. At Next Home Superior Living, we're not just selling homes. We're guiding clients and customers throughout the entire transaction. That's Stephanie Jones of Next Home. Visit stephaniesells.com and let her work with you for your next home. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose Next Home Superior Living for your extraordinary real estate journey.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Why should you consider re-siding your home? Your home is the largest investment you'll make. Protect it with new siding installed by the experts at the Window Store. We offer a range of affordable, high-quality siding options, including premium ABC seamless steel siding with attractive financing options available. And we install all winter long across the entire UP. Schedule your appointment today and enjoy the Window Store experience for yourself. Your clear choice is the Window Store.
Good evening, everyone. The Upper Peninsula All-Star Football game is Saturday at the Superior Dome, and coaches and players are making strides toward the kickoff. The Black team had its workout in the Superior Dome this afternoon, and for the coaches, both whom will retire after Saturday, say things are falling into place.
We're just starting to communicate a little bit, after day one. It's football still, but when you say something, light bulbs turn on a little more, and you get a little aches, little pains. It's just like in the fall after day one, everybody's excited. Day two kind of drags a little bit, but there is light at the end of the tunnel.
We're already into our 4th practice on a Tuesday, and it's going good. We had great weather this morning outside, and now we're inside here for our afternoon practice, and we're taking it step by step. We're getting things installed offensively, defensively, working on a couple special teams here inside the dome. So we're on script according to where we want to be this time of the week.
The skills competition is tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern at the Dome. Kickoff is set for 1 o'clock Saturday, but the intros are good for about 20 minutes. So if you want to push your luck, 1:20 Eastern, 12:20 Central Time. All-state time for baseball and softball, and in the Upper Peninsula, Division II, first team for catcher McCaden Hughes of Escanaba. In Division III, Negaunee Jack Seek in the outfield is a first-team player, along with minors on the second team, infielder Owen Cardinal and outfielder Ian Ingstrom. In Division IV, infielder Owen By of Norway is on the first team. So is his teammate Cameron Varda of the outfield for the Knights and catcher Landon Amundsen. Second team for Cole By of Norway at pitcher, infielder Eli McDonald of Pickford, and infielder Kyle Postma of Rudyard. Continuing on the second team, Matt Collins of Pickford on the second team, along with Mason Andrzejak of Pickford as an outfielder, Tanner Baker, Rudyard catcher, and utility player Gunnar Bennon for the Pickford Panthers. Turning to softball, Escanaba's Grayson LaMarche, first team in Division II as a pitcher. Also first team for her Eskimo teammates, Mackenzie Engbretson at first base and Katie Lamb at third. As catcher in Division III, first team for Lauren Sundquist of Gladstone and Tia Schoen of the Braves. Division IV, utility player on the first team is Kara Stankina of Norway. Honorable mention go to Norway outfielder Jordan Mullen, Lakeland and Hubble shortstop Peyton Goldsworthy, Hancock catcher Brooke Koskela, along with three pitchers, Sadie Biekala of the Bulldogs, Emily Jokala of the Lakes, and Kendall Birkland of Norway. Congratulations to all. Turning to basketball, former NMU player Alyssa Cola DeCicco brought her Rise Up Basketball Academy camp to Marquette Senior High School over the weekend. DeCicco was enshrined into the NMU Sports Hall of Fame in 2024. She played for the Wildcats from 2011 through 15 and is the fourth all-time leading scorer in the program history with 1,567 points. Some of her accolades include All-GLIAC First Team Player, a GLIAC Commissioner's Award winner, and Daktronics All-Midwest Region First Team. DeCicco says she tries to teach the kids a little yoga, footwork, and leadership.
The mobility part of it that is super important for recovery. As athletes, especially kids nowadays, they're in so much. They're constantly playing sports. It's important to have that to prevent injuries, burnout, all of those things, but then also the mind part of the game. If you can have proper footwork, you're going to be a lot better players for different reasons. And then something else that we're really focusing on too is leadership and being vocal and focusing on that side of the game as well.
After graduating from NMU, she played one season of pro basketball in Australia, worked in sales and marketing, but everything seemed to come back to basketball. She was helped out by former NMU standout McKaylee Kuhn and Jackson Dudek. And congratulations to our neighbor around the corner, Tom Mokish of WMQT will be in the next class of the Michigan Association of Broadcasters Hall of Fame. We'll be right back.
From now through June at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, lease a 2026 Chevrolet Equinox LT all-wheel drive for $449 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
Optimize your home with Maytag and Whirlpool appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Maytag and Whirlpool offer best-in-class warranties on durable, state-of-the-art appliances, perfect for your laundry room or kitchen. Available in stock or online, plus free delivery and 0% financing.
Now, warning, if you have kids, get them in here to see how great this is.
I'm here tonight with Stephen Colbert! Oh, that looks good!
How are you feeling, 4,000 people in my live audience?
Give me 5!
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Super weird interview, but I'm really enjoying it.
This is one of the more normal ones we've had.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. All new CBS weeknights.
It's Shunk's big summer chair sale. We have hundreds of chairs to choose from in decorator fabrics or leather, high-back chairs like these, and swivel gliding chairs in leather or fabric, and extra wide chairs so your best friend can sit beside you, and small swivel barrel chairs that will fit in small places, leather stress-free chairs with adjustable headrest and the recline for added comfort, and a matching ottoman all at one low price. We have hundreds of chairs. Shop Shunk's big summer chair sale. Shop Shunk's at Marquette today.
Who will be there when the final whistle blows or the final votes have been cast? Will you start a career in the broadcasting industry? Be there. Go to BeThereMichigan.com.
From now through June at Fox Marquette Chevrolet, lease a 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT 2FL Crew Cab 4-wheel drive for $398 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Together, let's drive. Fox Marquette Chevrolet. Experience the difference.
We're getting set for another mild night tonight. Temperatures dipping off into the lower to mid 60s across much of the UP, but once you towards the western half of the UP, could see some mid 50s by tomorrow morning. But looking ahead towards tomorrow, temperatures are going to be all over the board due to, again, that wind coming in off the lake. So we'll go 66 into Marquette, but some of you could be warmer. I've got all the details and more coming up with another check of your forecast at 11.
Thanks again, Dakota. And finally tonight, the Up North Lodge in Gwinn is hosting a party for a good cause this weekend. As part of their Party on the Patio series this Sunday, the lodge will raise funds for the Upper Peninsula Animal Welfare Shelter. The fun starts at 3 p.m. with live music from the band Lost Cause beginning at 4. There will be food, an outdoor bar, raffles, and a 50-50 drawing. UPAW says fundraisers like this can make a big difference.
In Gwinn and to be invited to go, it's a pretty big deal, so we're pretty excited. We're a nonprofit, so 100% of our donations come from fundraising events like these, so it's just another way for us to generate revenue for the shelter.
And that's all we have for right now, everyone. We'll see you later tonight.